made it be.
Well, one of the things I will say, working in customer service, one of the things I told Jamal about was that when it comes to black female cashiers, to a certain extent, I give people. I'm not going to state where I previously worked. A lot of people know where I used to work, but it's a nice place where I used to work. But one of the things, but one of the things that I know that people would do, because like I said, especially girls that would work at Walmart, black girls that work at Walmart, you would get an attitude. They wouldn't really speak to you. There wouldn't be no customer service there. So it was not fair to me, huh?
Nice.
But it wasn't fair to me, even though I could overstand. I still didn't think it was fair that they would already have that preconceived notion about me because I'm a black cashier.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I can overstand because I see it now when we go to Walmart or any store. I'm just like, bro,
but,
wait. But one of the things that I told Jamal, I was like, that I feel like I know for a fact that I have hopefully changed people's perspective when it comes to being a black cashier, because I've had people who I could tell they had that notion about me, but still came in my line, and once they got to know me, they kept coming to mine. They didn't go to anybody else's line. Huh?
You look friendly.
Now, I mean, I look friendly.
I get the girls that be out pretty hard.
Yeah, for sure. Real talk. Real talk.
But they
They don't, right. They don't want to be at all.
You like, how you doing today?
Yeah,
what you want? Exactly.
With the super long nails and shit.
Right.
Damn, bitch, you can't hear the work, or you can't hear the party.
Which one is it?
I feel like they still have that prejudgment that's probably, or automatically presume that that's how I was just because I am a black girl, which is horrible.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't stereotype people like that because that's then it just messes you up. Because like, okay,
that person could save your life.
I got robbed by a black person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every black person that walked past me, I gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? You know,
which it can, like I said,
it's understandable.
Right.
I mean, because it makes us like that living in those areas where we getting robbed by our brother. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta keep looking at niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know niggas' intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It get like that because of the environment we come in. That don't mean, but at the same time, even in living in that type of environment, you still shouldn't stereotype though.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with being on your guard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's not stereotyping. That's just you on your
everybody.
That's
for everybody.
But when you just sitting here like something happens to you, just like how I say like how a lot of like we was on one chain when it was like we was talking about women and stuff, how women be like ain't shit, right? That was one of our last ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How can you sit here and say all ain't shit when you ain't been with all?
Right.
You, especially when you picking the same type. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, my bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you date the same, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And
well, I mean that's
another thing. My biggest point out of this whole thing is not all black people are meant to own their own business.
They are not. Right. I'm sorry.
That's something that I know people don't want to hear.
Yeah, right.
It is
but
something that needs to be heard, though.
Right. That's just what everybody. That's what anybody and everybody, but especially black people, because everybody black. They'll tell you go on your own business. Yeah. Not all of us are meant to own our own business,
which is true. But I will also say, because I'm pretty sure people think about that when it comes to this podcast, like another person starting a podcast. Because I've seen people post about it. I've seen people say that. First of all, just personally speaking. So what? If it's good, then it's good. If it's not, I was, but I stopped myself. But I stopped. But if I'm gonna go for it, if whoever starts their business, if you feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing in life with your talent, your gift, if you feel like that's your purpose, then go ahead and do it. And don't. So what? If it's another nail style, another hair person, another person that's starting clothes, whatever it is. If you have a talent for it, you feel like that's what you should be doing. Or even if it's a side business, because there are a lot of people who have these as side businesses. That's not even their main chain.
That's where you start. You don't start big. You start with something small. Like like I said, girls who's not licensed to do hair,
Right.
do it out your own house.
Right.
Build up your clientele.
Right.
Once you start getting good enough, go ahead and take your
Yeah,
license.
just like your
and
foot
take that
massaging
next
business.
step,
You know
that
what I'm
next
saying?
I mean, well,
necessary
and-
step.
That does not happen. I don't do nobody's feet.
Yeah.
Well, I know in some
Nasty.
ways, like when I was looking at the nail school, it's not cheap to
It's
go
not,
to the
but-
nail school.
Yeah.
So,
But imagine being able to being able
Take
to
that little bit of
take-
money
take-
in that
No,
time.
I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying. Imagine being able to teach yourself that though,
Right.
without
right,
even
which
going.
is
to
what
school.
I'm doing
Fine,
right now.
but-
But what I'm saying is that like, and of course I'm gonna start small. Like right now, I'm practicing on myself. I'm not practicing on anybody else. And the group that I'm in on Facebook, you have people when they practice on other people, they'll charge like $10 or something like that. I wouldn't even do that. I'd probably do it depending on who it is for free, just for the time being, because I don't know how good I'm
Everybody
gonna
heard
be.
that, right? Because she said she wanted to do my nails free.
But see the
Because
fallback
it's
in
my
that, the
first
fallback in
time
that, but
doing
yeah.
somebody
But see the
else's
fallback
nail.
in that is
I didn't say
once you do it
people.
for free though.
I didn't
Especially
say,
in the-
but listen,
especially
I
in
didn't
Bradley,
say.
once you do it
but
for
see,
free.
But I'm also choosing somebody that I'm close to. That's my friend that will allow me to do that on their
I'm
hands.
just, no, I'm just saying
I'm
this
not
in general,
picking.
though.
I'm not
I'm
posting
just
a
saying
J
it in
and
general,
saying,
though.
"Come to my house for
No,
$15
no.
and do
I'm
me a
just
whole
saying it in
set."
general. I'm just saying this in
I
general.
mean,
Once you do something for free, people gonna expect it to keep being free.
And
And that's the kind of
unfortunate.
clientele you don't
Right.
And the
need.
kind
Right.
and the kind of
true.
people
Right.
you want, even
Right.
if you tell me it's free,
Right.
I'ma still invest.
Right.
That's because that's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you telling me don't pay for
I just
it,
gave her poly.
even if you telling me don't pay for it, or you got it, I'm still gonna give
That's
you the
my
bread.
investment.
I'm gonna give you the bread because I'm invested and I want to see the business flourish. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is true. Yeah, that's also true. Because you
I
have
mean, I
people
wouldn't
that.
mind paying Carla. She does really good.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
She all right. I'm just-
There's a hater in the room.
Jealousy. Now let's stop.
You the one that just said you couldn't do it. What if? How am I?
I will say.
I'm broke.
I live in a trash can.
I can't see the time. That's
Oh,
what I was looking
it's past. We go ahead and stop.
at. Okay. What is it on?
20 something.
Okay. Then we go ahead and end it. Sorry. Before we end it, this is what I was gonna say, but y'all had so many nice things to say. I cut off, but it's okay. One of the things I will never forget working. There are plenty of things I won't ever forget working in customer service. One of the things I will never forget with my past job when I had nobody in my line and it was busy that day, and I think I might have just. Somebody's drawer had just got counted off, so I had to wait for that to be done for me to get on my register. Got on the register, went to go pull somebody. No, I didn't go pull somebody. I saw a lady walking by, and I was going to tell her she could come in my line because I'm open. She was the color that you think she is. Yes, she was that color. So I was about to pull her and tell her that you could come in my line. I was like this. She kept walking.
Yeah.
To a line that was filled with, like, the
Yeah.
person that was beside me on both sides, their lines were full.
Right.
Then you want to come on? I said, okay. So I
Right.
went to go get somebody else. And she must have seen how the interaction that I had with the lady that I pulled.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say his name, but one of my coworkers was like, could you pull the lady? The lady had walked by. And I told him
Yeah.
straight up, I said, no,
Right.
I'm not pulling her.
Right.
What's wrong? What happened? And I told him what happened. I said, she walked by. She didn't want to come in my line for whatever reason.
Right.
Now, my other two coworkers were also that same color as her. So I'm thinking that's why she didn't want to come to my line.
Right.
Which is cool. That's fine. But when he asked me to pull, I told him straight out, I said, I'm not pulling her because she didn't want to come when I was approaching her to come to my line.
Right.
I think that hurt my feelings. But at the same time, I was sad, but I was pissed. But I was also like, you know what? That's okay. Ended up being a cashier for her anyway. Not that day, but
Right.
later as I kept
Right.
working there.
Right.
It ended up still coming my line.
Yeah.
I bet her ankles hurt from standing.
Right.
Biatch.
Right.
Them knees
But I was
hurt.
just like, and I was like, maybe,
That's common for you, so.
yo, I'm trying to
Big
tell
time,
you.
yeah.
And I say that to say that there are so many just heathenous people
Right.
on this planet that don't give us a chance just because we are black.
Right.
So it's already hard enough
Right.
for white people to do that with us because we're black.
Right.
But when it's your own people
Yeah.
doing it, it hurts even more, and it's
I've seen that.
disappointing.
Well, I've seen that so many times when I used to go in the store, and it's like nobody wants to go in the black girl, black guys line.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
of preconceived notions of,
Right.
I'm like,
of
look,
the world.
I'm
So
going
I
the
mean,
shortest line I can find. I don't care what you are. You can have one arm,
Especially at
no
Walmart.
eyeball.
Facts.
I'm just trying to get out the store.
Facts.
Like, it would be nice to see more support just all around, period, whether it's with businesses or with life when it comes to black. It would be nice to see the working togetherness of people
Right.
coming together and being honest too, not just being nice just because it's a nice thing to do.
Please
but
don't do
being,
that.
being honest is also a part of us coming together
And be able to take
criticism. I was just
Right.
gonna say that, and be able
Right.
to take constructive criticism, not jealousy or hatred,
Right.
or feel like someone's hating
Right.
on you.
Yeah,
Or
legit,
even
legit
feeling,
criticism.
yeah, or even feeling entitled to something, because that's what another thing that amazes me about black people, especially here in this country with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and with so many unarmed black men and women that are losing their lives to police officers and things of that nature, and just in general, just like that whole like you said, coming together of black people supporting or quote unquote being there for each other or speaking up for one another. So if you have that same attitude or perspective, like utilize that with everything you do for black people, or for what I mean. Like don't on one hand is this, and then on the next hand is can I get a discount on $5? Like
That's true.
you know what I mean?
You're
Like
not
it
gonna let
just
that go.
like it just
That blows my mind.
Yeah, like that really grinds my gears. Like word to Peter
That's like
Griffin,
saying, can I get a free
yeah, like
in the winter?
yo,
Why do you want one? It's cold.
it's cold.